Narcissists. Individuals who have an inflated sense of their own importance, a deep need for attention and admiration, a raging sense of entitlement, utter contempt for authority, complete disregard for boundaries, and an inhuman lack of empathy for others. They are most prevalent in maximum security prison populations and at the highest levels of corporate executives. This is not just an individual problem, but a societal one. The harm caused by narcissism is far-reaching, from domestic abuse, broken families, children psychologically maimed, ruined relationships and careers, to toxic work environments, to the destruction of whole societies. The need for a solution is urgent. Yet all of the supposed expert advice aims to have the victims appease the narcissists, give them room to commit their crimes, look the other way, and learn to tolerate them. But just as we have confronted and battled various other forms of social injustice, from bullying to racism and discrimination, we need a way to confront, expose, and drive out the narcissists rather than appease them. We need a method that takes a proactive stance against narcissism. But what could be the solution? How can we combat this rising tide of narcissism? Stay tuned as we consider an alternative approach, one that aims to equip us for this battle. Enter the way of the Hoplite, a method that aims to confront and drive out the narcissist rather than appease them. It's a 5-part approach that takes a proactive stance against narcissism. 1. Expose. It's about exposing the narcissist's abuses, their deceptions and manipulations. Get everything you can in writing, video, audio, photo, or any other form of evidence. Show this evidence to everyone in their environment. Repeat until they are isolated or institutionalized. Until we have a community-based registered narcissist database, make your own. 2. Punish. Make it excruciatingly painful for the narcissist to commit their abuses. It should cost them money, deprive them of what they hold dear, make it hurt. And don't bother to reward good behavior because they're only faking it to confuse you. Just as the ancient Hoplite wall of shields was a deadly threat to invaders, so must you be to the narcissistic abuser. 3. Close ranks. Fight the narcissist's attempts at triangulation. Recruit others who are being abused by the narcissist. Stay in close contact with those they try to manipulate against you. Demand that they speak out in defense of the victims of the narcissist. Write open letters to everyone involved, exposing the narcissist's actions. Just as the ancient hoplites locked shields to form an impenetrable wall, so must you form a wall of those whom the narcissist wants to harm or use against you. 4. War. Recognize that you're in a wartime period. Treat it as such. Raise your shield, pick up your spear, and acknowledge the battle you're in. Keep your eye on this war effort and remain alert. Strengthen yourself, gather intel, watch your back, spot the lies and breaches. Speak out, push back, fight their propaganda. It's not over until the narcissist is out of the picture. Just as the ancient hoplites perfected their weapons and alliances at all times, making them undefeated when the invaders came, so must you be perfecting your tools and resources. Finally, 5. Train. Just like you wouldn't go to the front lines without training, don't face a narcissist unprepared. Make training a part of your life. Gather resources, acquire skills, build tools, form alliances. Be prepared. The ancient hoplites trained daily at the gymnasia and in their barracks, and so must you be constantly training to be in top form for the battles which the narcissist will always bring. The way of the hoplite is not about appeasement, it's about driving the narcissist out. Because you'd rather fight hard and eventually be free of the criminals than play dead for the rest of your life to keep them placated. Just as the ancient hoplites defeated armies that vastly outnumbered them when the invaders demanded acquiescence and subjugation, so are you perfectly capable of defeating the narcissist and removing them from your life. Let's summarize the main points of the way of the hoplite. Instead of merely avoiding narcissists, the way of the hoplite advocates for a proactive, assertive stance. 1. It recommends exposing the narcissist by recording their abuses and manipulations, then sharing this evidence to encourage ostracism. 2. It urges victims to make abuse attempts extremely painful for the narcissist, both monetarily and emotionally. 3. The way of the hoplite encourages victims to rally those around them, to fight the narcissist's attempts at manipulation, and to keep their support network informed. 4. It suggests adopting a wartime mentality, keeping the fight against the narcissist as a high priority, and remaining always prepared to take action. Lastly, 5. The way of the Hoplite stresses the importance of training, of making preparedness for battle against the narcissist a part of everyday life. The way of the Hoplite is a hypothesis which aims to equip victims with tools to confront and combat narcissism rather than enduring it.